When you think of G-Shock, you probably think of something like the DW5600, which is very affordable, and you can literally wear it without caring at all in any activity that you can possibly think of. But what if G-Shock made something that is a highly refined, precision instrument that is packed full of honestly surprising details that other luxury brands can even learn from? And pop a $5,000 price tag on it. Well, today is the day, folks, because we now have the MRG version of the Frogman in the MRGBF1000. This piece has undergone a great deal of engineering to be extremely shock resistant, but also water resistant and still viable with radio controlled timekeeping, Bluetooth connectivity to your smartphone, and solar charging. Much more detail to discuss in this video also, but was this Frogman the right choice for G-Shock to dump all of this technology into? And did they actually cover all the bases with this model? Let's find out. What's up everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel. Welcome back. This is where we bring you original and in-depth watch content at least once per week. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland. And it's where you go when you're in the know. As always, the watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see the description below to contact us. If you're just joining us now, I'll go over the watch's detailed measurements and features, and then I'll offer my personal opinion at the end. In our last video, I reviewed the Seiko Prospex SLA-067, which is a limited edition night vision scope inspired 62 Moss recreation diver. This one looks simple, but it has Grand Seiko levels of finishing applied and a near Grand Seiko level quality 8L caliber. I recommend checking this one out if you're after a tactical inspired piece of great quality and a reasonable price point. Wrist check time. Today I'm wearing my G-Shock Super Mario Limited Edition DW5600 SMB. I'm a big fan of video games, and when this was released, I ordered one for myself right away. I really like the colors and how much fun this watch is, and it's a reminder for me to not take this hobby too seriously and go off the rails, since at the end of the day, it's really just about fun and enjoyment. Now tell me which watch you're wearing while you're watching the video, and make sure to tell me why. Now let's get on to the features. The G-Shock MR-G Frogman has a 46.2mm case width, a 17.9mm thickness, a 55.3mm lug-to-lug, a 27.3mm lug width, but it is a proprietary pattern, a 33.6mm crystal diameter, and weighs in at 132.02 grams. The case is made out of deep layer hardened titanium that has been coated with the DLC coating to provide an even greater strength and scratch resistance. The case has about 6 main sections to it, which have been buffered with a special fluoro rubber in between each part to help with enhanced strength and shock resistance. This case has been engineered to be highly airtight. We have 2 pushers on the left side with the mode pusher at the bottom and reset pusher at the top, and 2 more pushers on the right side with the light pusher at the top and start pusher at the bottom. The screw down crown can be found at the 3 position and features an airtight screw lock construction and buffering components made out of highly water resistant fluoro rubber. A very innovative feature that needs to be mentioned is that the MRG logo on the crown will always lay perfectly vertical when it is screwed in. This is something that we see all over the place with other luxury, more expensive brands, and rarely are they aligned properly. The sapphire crystal is slightly domed with anti-reflective coating applied and is protected by the face guarding structure that helps absorb shocks from the front, as well as protecting the crystal with more fluoro rubber and titanium. The dial is in black and has a sparkling flaked texture on it to give it some extra depth and detail. The markers are rectangular with a triangle for the 12 marker and smaller rectangles at the 7, 8, and 3 positions. A white minute grade can be found on the chapter ring, which is black, but has a blue area from the 12 to the 4. MRG can be found in gold tone at the top middle portion with Casio beneath it in white. A 24-hour dial can be found at the top left portion in black with white numerals. The hour hand is an arrow with a white tip and black rear, and the minute hand is a pencil with a white tip and a black rear. The second hand is a simple line in blue with a white tip and a circle at the rear. The mode dial can be found at the middle right portion, which features, among other things, the day of the week, dive mode, and the tide meter, which is in blue and can be synchronized with the exact area that you're diving in to give you the proper tide reading. The second time zone dial can be found at the bottom left portion within a blue ring and has a black background with white hands and markers. It has a PM and AM indicator at the bottom right portion. Diver's 200M can be found in white at the bottom right portion, and the date window can be found beneath it with a black background and white numerals. This piece not only has vivid blue lume on all dial markers and hands, but it has a super illuminator high brightness LED that fades on and off when you push it for extra light. The case back is closed and has what I thought to be a blue holographic sticker on it, but actually this is a sapphire display case back that is showing off the antenna and is designed to give this piece excellent signal reception versus having a solid case back. The movement is the module 5702, which features Bluetooth connectivity to simply and easily set and adjust your watch with your smartphone without having to read a manual and remember button combinations, which is awful. It has a diving mode which times dive and surface interval times and is indicated by forward and reverse rotation of the hands. It has a tide graph mode where the watch displays tide graphs for a selected diving spot along with local time. It has world time, a 1-second stopwatch, a 1-second countdown timer, a daily alarm, a full auto calendar to year 2099, a power saving feature when it's left in the dark, a 15-second per month accuracy when it isn't synced with anything, an auto hand home position correction feature, a 5-month battery life without charging, radio controlled timekeeping, and a hand shift feature to move the hands away from vital parts of the dial when needed. The strap is made out of Duro-Soft fluoro rubber, which is very supple and soft, and does not feel like any G-Shock band that I've ever felt before. It has a titanium keeper and a dual tang buckle in black. The G-Shock MR-G Frogman is 200 meter water resistant and can be yours for $5,000. Now for my personal opinion. So this watch has a lot going on from all sorts of perspectives. And firstly, you will notice that this is quite large. I can't fluff and cuddle this 18mm thickness because it's so large on my 6.5-inch wrist. This is a large watch, and I can't help but feel like, why did they put all of this wonderful detail and hard work into this giant case? And I'm fine with larger watches, but this is larger than the Omega Ultra Deep, so I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why a non-mechanical watch is so massive, unless the circuit board is really that thick. Size aside, the level of detail that Casio put into this is amazing, with my favorite thing being the sapphire case back that has the antenna visible through it, which just looks like a hologram at first glance. The watch feels extremely robust, and to me it feels like something that would be the last thing left over in the apocalypse. It also has a really cool tide graph that you can program to where you are for accuracy, and the most comfortable strap that G-Shock has ever made. The lume is powerful, and it also has a light which is so bright. This thing is so overbuilt that maybe that's why the case is so large. The connectivity to your smartphone also makes this watch a pleasure to have versus having to remember how to set this and change all of the multitude of functions. I really want to see this technology transferred to a smaller version of this watch. The dial is very attractive, and I love the shimmering look that it gives. I'll go ahead and recommend this piece to anyone who is a G-Shock fan and wants the most powerful and detailed G-Shock ever created, and perhaps love larger watches, which this will be right up your alley. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends and your family members too. I look forward to seeing you next video.